Finally, the shame goes live on Sunday. Sorry about the wait, people. It's been a long Sunday. Still isn't over yet, you know. Today's my niece's birthday, so it's not over yet. But I said I gotta come to the people. What's up, Triple C? Darren is in the building. I gotta come to the people. I always gotta come to the people. There's nothing wrong with coming to the people. Sometimes you gotta come to the people to ask questions. Like, where is the line drawn, you know? By the thumbnail, you can obviously tell I have yet to discover this line and where it should be drawn. But, I mean, I had an idea of where the line should have been drawn, but it seems to me that certain people, you know, have no problem with crossing it. You know, so, where's the line drawn, guys? You know, we don't know. Hopefully we can find out tonight. We'll find out where the line is drawn. Also, I want to know if your status is corrected, why do you still run from the police? Why do you still run from the government? What up, Dark Man? Why do we want to talk to certain Moors or a certain Moor? We ain't even gonna put plural on it. This former Baptist deacon as of 2016 December. Then he became a Moor, and now he's king of the Moors. What up, Assassin? Welcome. Chemo in the building. Well, we asking the question tonight, though, guys. Is there a line? Where's the line drawn? You know? And again, by the thumbnail, you can tell I don't know where that line is supposed to be drawn. So maybe somebody could help me out, you know, and tell me where the line should be drawn. You know? Then we're also asking this of certain status-corrected Moors. Why do you still, if your status is corrected, why are you afraid of the police in your own neighborhood? Isn't that part of the reason of getting your status corrected more? So that you could let these coppers know that they don't have anything on you? Y'all let me get some likes when y'all come in, or dislikes. But yeah, we want to know, man. But before we get to that, we're going to ask, is there a line? American status is the order of the day. Okay, we will talk about that today. Oh, that fucking Porsche is hot, nigga. We will talk about that today. That's it, Dizzo. But anyway, what we're going to talk about first is the line being drawn. Now, if you guys hadn't noticed the thumbnail, peace. If y'all hadn't noticed the thumbnail is pretty much there to let you guys know that, and to let the world know, I don't know where this line should be drawn. As far as I was concerned, I thought that any issues that we had and that people had on YouTube, as far as YouTube beefs go, that was something that was specifically kept to, first off, to YouTube between the individuals. So in my thinking, I'm thinking that the line has already been drawn, you know? I thought that the line was a place where you start going into family and personal life, and that's crossing the line, you know? That's, in my opinion, that's where the line was drawn. You know, bringing in people who have nothing to do with your little YouTube altercations, things of that manner. That's where I thought the line was drawn. Now, Sarnetta has done this before. If y'all don't remember, and some of you may not remember, but he's done this long before we got to where we are now. That's how we found out that Ogar's wife was Spanish. Like, Ogar's wife is Puerto Rican. So the reason why we found out Shorty was Puerto Rican was because Sarnetta, when Ogar and Solomon was exposing Polite and Sarnetta, mainly exposing Sarnetta for hiding Polite and allowing him to get away with scams and shit like that. Ogar and Solomon were in the black media were fully engaged in exposing Sarnetta for hiding and covering Polite, because they had been getting information about Polite scamming people, and know that Sarnetta was getting the same. If they're getting this information, you're not gonna sit there and tell me, Sarnetta, that you're not getting this shit. So anyway, what did Sarnetta do? Did Ogar and Solomon pull up Cynthia and blast Cynthia all over YouTube? No, they didn't. Did Ogar and Solomon focus in, like I got pictures that are zoomed in on Sarnetta's chin, how he's a bald chinian, how he got a bald chin and that shit looks like Thanos, and how there's certain people in his family who are taken right after him, that if he keeps pissing me off by even existing, I'll just put the shit out. And I'll let niggas compare that shit they sell, so that you could listen and compare for yourself and see how you feel about it. And look at it and see how you feel. But I thought that there was a line already drawn, G. I thought that there was a line already drawn. But apparently there's no line. Sarnetta, you pulled Ogar's wife out and started talking all kind of shit and trying to get your chat and the people in your channel and on your page to talk shit about the man wife too, because she was Spanish. He ain't even with no original queen. Look at it. Look at this shit, family. So he's known for crossing that, what I thought was a line. He's known for crossing that. That's why I said to you guys, this was weak, and it was 5 years ago HOK. When y'all kept hearing me say this was 5 years ago HOK, that's what I meant. He did this exact very thing to Ogar and Solomon when they was exposing them. That's when how he started putting out the shit that Solomon, that was a transsexual answering Solomon's telephone. Basically implying that Solomon be fucking with punks. Yeah, he did the same thing to Kev Gills. Now, I, for one, don't defend Kev Gills on anything. You know what I'm saying? But he did the same exact thing. Yo, Kev Gills never went out and put Cynthia all on his YouTube page, calling himself exposing Sarnetta by pulling his wife out. Even he didn't do that. But where's the line drawn? Where's that line drawn? Because, again, in my mind, I thought that the line was already drawn at family. I thought that when you got to family and personal photos of, you know, yourself and your children and your family, that shit was off limits to a YouTube beef, especially when nobody's talking about families. One of the main reasons you see me going at Sarnetta's family now is because that's apparently what Sarnetta calls beefing. So if that's what you call beefing, then let's beef. But stop trying to hide your family. Let's get pictures of your sister. We already got pictures of certain family members other than just Cynthia. We already heard of the other family members who was straight selling drugs and shit, and you had them all on the platform. You wasn't talking shit about them then. Where's the line drawn? Slowpoke Gonzalez. You did that shit 5 years ago to Ogar's wife, to Kev Gill's wife. Just throwing people's wives all on YouTube. People have nothing to do. These women don't even be in their man's videos. But that's the first thing you do. Michael Edwards, Sonetta's bishop, the human chess piece that he moves around whenever he feels like it. He says so himself. It was funny, Michael Edwards, the little video you did with Kev's reflections hand all in the fucking video and shit. It was funny. I'm just saying, don't get mad when niggas put your wife up. Don't get mad. Because y'all cross this line because you can't compete mentally and verbally. When they can't compete mentally and verbally, they cross the line. Then when you cross the line with them, because first off, nigga, us jousting mentally and verbally is nothing for me. I can do that shit with my eyes closed. I pretty much do it with my eyes closed half the time. It's nothing. It's easy. I can conquer you with ease. But if you like to go to the shits and pull people's family and try to discredit people's family and talk shit, well, I can do the same thing. But I thought that there should be a line that should not be crossed. And I, for one, am in total agreement with there being a line. I, for one, am in total agreement with that, with not crossing these lines. But if you do cross the line, I'm going to cross that line back on you. Now, I'll be willing to stop at any point. So I follow. I mean, that would make a wonderful reality show, Sonetta's Life. How I got pictures of him hugged up with women who ain't Cynthia. Why are you taking girlfriend pictures with chicks who ain't even Cynthia? Fucking them two. That's the only two we know that he fucking is Sci-Fi and Cynthia. Yeah, weirdos and junk. These niggas want to cross lines. So I'm talking the way you talking now, Sonetta. We talking the way you talking. Unless there's a line, and then let's decide and figure out where this line is so we don't cross this shit. But right now, man, niggas is taking the videos of Cynthia and they going all over the place with this shit, man. You don't give a fuck about your wife like that, Sonetta, that you'll let this shit continue? This shit ain't worth it, man. If I was in your shoes, I would have been apologized and deaded this shit. If I were you, shit's not worth it. No one cares how mad about Aunt Cynthia's bald-headed ass plastered all over YouTube, and it's just getting worse. I heard the other day a nigga said, it looked like niggas been putting blunts out on that nigga head. That's some fucked up shit, man, and you doing this. A second home, yeah. And Sonetta's taking advantage of the nigga. Sonetta puts Raw Prophet in every beef that he has. Yes, Tulsa. Every beef that this nigga has, this crazy little motherfucker puts his nephew in this shit. Every beef. Every beef he has, he put his nephew in it. Everybody that is black and is a scammer has come through Sonetta's channel. One way or another, one time or another. There's not one person who is scammed in this community, from Boyce Watkins to Umar to them all, who has not been through Sarnetta's platform at some point or another. And this filthy old man has a nerve to be going to pictures of people's family, knowing damn well what the fuck he laid up with a fucking day, yo. You laid up with that fucking monster every day. And she looked like she bossy. So you with a bossy, bald-headed monster. You're like, man, that's why you so bitter all over the fucking screen and shit. That's why you hate Triple C so much, because she got a head full of hair. So you come over there and you be so jealous and mad. Because you know when you get off that stream and get out of it and leave the house of consciousness, which is that room, and go to the rest of your apartment, you know what you got to deal with. I want to know who won the Khalid Muhammad Award. Or did Khalid Muhammad even have an award dedicated to him? Because if he did, first off, if he didn't, how the fuck you ain't got no award dedicated to Khalid Muhammad? Wow. As much as you have his, you know what I'm saying, the legacy of his cock in your mouth. And then on top of that, which one of these fuck niggas you be around would be a walking example of Khalid Muhammad? All you do, dog, is run around and hustle, man. And cross lines, man. Now you cross the line with his sister, with his bald-headed ass sister Cynthia. You know what I'm saying? I gotta sit here and come on my stream and talk about this nigga, and she ain't done shit to me. But because of you, I'm forced to do something I don't want to do. I'm forced to. I'm forced to find out where you actually live so I can send that bitch a wig. I'ma just tell her, just cut the shit off your head, man. Just cut that shit off and go Wakandan. Yo, Sarnetta, man, tell her cut that shit off her head, man, and just go Wakandan. Go full Wakandan, yo. You supposed to be the house of consciousness, yo. How you supposed to be so conscious and leading in consciousness, yo? And your wife so insecure and wanting to be a part of this society and wanting to look a certain way. You know what I'm saying? That she gonna leave them strings. She gonna get somebody to sew and braid in strings of braids in the different remaining parts of her head. This shit is sad, G. What up, Frank? Filthy Frank. This shit is crazy, man. Mrs. Netta, just go full Wakandan, yo. Mayake. You could call Sarnetta King with your bald ass head. Mayake. Yo, Sarnetta, dog. Or maybe she do, BCFC, or maybe she do. You mean to tell me BCFC after all this time, even though my girl don't be watching all my videos, she watches some of my videos and she watches enough of my content to know what it is that I talk about? You mean to tell me all this shit she don't know? She basically living off of Ashwa Kwesi and Delbert Blair and their money too. It's the same thing with how we had to go through with Polite's wives. Like, dog, like at some point you hoes is gonna have to be culpable, because you running around here and scamming niggas with him. You basically his scamming hoes. You ain't no woman, you ain't no sister, you his scamming hoes. You the hoes that he pick up who's hungry and on the hustle and ready to scam anyway at doing any type of scam, and there you go. And he got a conscious hustle scam for you. That's all that shit is. She put up with it, Norma, because that nigga be paying the bills with the money he steal from niggas. And he buys her shit with it. But he needed to buy her some clippers to cut the rest of that shit off her head and just take her, tell her, get some bracelets for your arms and some big ass necklaces and shit. Like I said, go try to find a goddamn vibranium halter top. You know what I'm saying? Just go 100% pure Wakandan. Change her name and shit. She could change her name to Isaac Kiwi or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Get her a little nice African Wakandan name or some shit. We could put her with it. We could put. As a matter of fact, she could go with the River Tribe. The River Tribe will not challenge today. She the one with Section 8. You know, BCFC, I've been hearing that. I don't know if it's a rumor or if it's a fact, but I do know I've been hearing that for a long ass time. I've been hearing for a long time that Cynthia has Section 8, but if she's married, he would have to say that he has no income for her to be getting Section 8. So that means all that hustling he was doing on the street, he was just saying he ain't getting no income, and they was just hustling the system. Which I ain't even about to sit there and knock him for that. But it's still, niggas, don't act like you big time and you out here buying Gators and Benzes and you on Section 8. Like, come on, man. Somebody said they heard that's the new investigation. Is Sarnetta on Section 8? We gonna throw that in the title and everything. Oh yeah. Yeah. They said he won. They said his little Tybo whole ass won the first fight, but you gotta understand they fighting novices. You know what I'm saying? He ain't fighting like all them niggas be tired after the first 2 minutes. They ain't even really in shape. But yeah, man. Okay, we hear that. Okay, let me read the comment. I read somebody comment section that they heard the answer machine pick up in the background, and it was the Section 8 people. We gonna find out, Sarnetta. Is you balling out on Section 8? Is that what you doing? Is you one of them Section 8 hustlers talking about how much money you got? Yeah, nigga, if I was on Section 8, bitch, do you know how much money I would have? The fuck? If I didn't have to pay rent at all? Everybody in this chat would be balling, nigga. Hey, yo, right now, everybody in this chat, let me get a 1. If I take your rent away, would you be traveling more? Would you be balling out more, buying more clothes, doing more things that you wanted to do? Can I get a 1 if I took your rent away? If you didn't have to pay motherfucking rent every month like everybody else, nigga. All you had to pay, nigga, is your cable bill. You know what I'm saying? The car insurance or some shit. Oh my God, nigga. Niggas be fucking ball. Joe, oh my God. First off, dog, if that was the case, oh my God. You know where I'd be right now if I ain't have to worry about ever paying rent? Nigga, I would just be coming from Florida right now from the beach. What up, Zilla? If I didn't have to pay rent, dog, right now, Bill, right now, I'll be in Miami. I'll be in South Beach. Miami Beach, man. Rent? I ain't got to worry about no rent, nigga. You crazy, nigga. Oh, my God. You crazy. I'll go buy me a pair of big baller brand sneakers or some shit. Who cares, nigga? I ain't got to pay shit. I can just do me. Damn, Sonetta, you looking bad right now, yo. Like, you really looking bad, man. Once you get... Am I the only one doing this too, y'all? Am I the only one still banging on this nigga and uncovering this fraud? I think we are the last one standing over here, yo. This is it, man. I have to win. I had to win. I couldn't let the people down, man. I couldn't let y'all down, man. Sonetta, I can't let y'all down, man. I can't let the people down, man. They want to know why you always crossing the line, man. They want to know why you always crossing the line, man. Why you always talking about people's family, from Kev Gills to Old God to me to whoever else, yo, Israel Doctrine. Like, you always crossing the line, man. Why you always crossing the line, man? And now we done crossed the line on that bald-headed ass scallywag that you lay down with every day. I guarantee you she got a real job, Melanated Minds. I guarantee you she got a real decent job somewhere. Cynthia probably make $21, $22 an hour or more, because she probably been there for 10 years, working, doing her thing, making sure she get a retirement, some sort of pension or whatever, something to live off of when she can't work no more. Not standing on the street in the living room burning Ashwa Kwesi and Tony Browder and Bobby Hemmett's DVDs and selling them like a fucking scumbag. Then got a nerve, the fucking audacity of this nigga to put on an award show to honor himself for stealing these people's work after they asked him not to. And then he collects money for a fucking Apollo that he never planned on going to. He just wanted to collect the money from you guys so that he could pay for the other place and still have money left over. He wanted to pay for that Symphony Space shit and still have money left over. But showing you the scumbag that he is, never once did he take this power that he has to accumulate $20,000 in a matter of a few months. Never once did he take to the streets, did he take to his YouTube platform and ask for y'all to donate money to pay Tony Browder, Ashwa Kwesi, Bobby Hemmett, Phil Valentine, all these people for the decade or more that he's hustled their information and got rich off that shit and literally fucked them over to the point now where you them the information. And you got a nerve to talk about somebody getting their house in order? Nigga, if you conscious, why your wife ain't conscious? Why your wife running around looking crazy with that shit on the top of her head? Then you tell her to just cut that shit off. She an African queen. There's been plenty of African queens with no hair. So what's wrong with going with no hair? What's wrong with that? Or do you give her the confidence to cut her hair off? Let's ask that question. Are you giving that woman confidence to cut her hair off and go natural? Because fucking sci-fi in front of her is not giving her confidence. fucking clown, man. Weirdos and junkies, man. She need a wig, G. Somebody get that nigga, send that nigga. Where's Tariq Nasheed? Where's that? Y'all remember that video Tariq Nasheed did on Cynthia G? Say he gonna get her a Malaysian something. I think that's what we need to get Tariq on the job. Tariq Nasheed, if you out there and you hear this, will you please hook Mrs. Sarnetta up? Will you please get that bitch a Malaysian, whatever the fuck it was you was talking about? Hook her up, Tariq. Tariq, go back to your pimp days, my nigga, and straight hook that bald-headed ass bitch up, yo. Funky ass couch. How many times he done had sci-fi on that couch? And I don't mean during no interview. Oh, man. Oh, my gosh, man. Oh, my God. Fourth stage looking G. Fourth stage looking G. What a wonderful title for a page. Oh, man, that one caught me off guard, nigga. Fourth stage looking G. Oh, these niggas almost got to a wreck, yo. Every fucking day, yo. Fucking Boston, nigga. Hey, yo. Straight up and down, yo. No, Triple C. She said stop. Oh, my man. Yeah, man, but no, Tariq Nasheed, we calling and will somebody please share this to Tariq Nasheed and tell Tariq Nasheed that will he please work all his magic or get some of his hoes together, tell them to go to Harlem, pick this bitch up, and take this funky old asshole somewhere and do something to that head. Now, I'm saying, I don't know what magic Tariq gonna work, but I'm personally saying, look, dog, motherfucking just go full Wakandan, Cynthia. Just go full Wakandan. Just cut that shit off. And like I said, you could be a part of the River Tribe. You know what I'm saying? You could say you part of the River Tribe, all right? Or the Border Tribe, or whatever, the Merchant Tribe. Pick a tribe. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You could be a part of, you could go fuck with M'Baku and them goddamn apes out there, nigga, them gorilla niggas in the mountains. You know, you can go do that too. But just somewhere in Wakanda is where you need to say you're from. When people be like, oh, I like your bald ass head. I'm like, oh, where are you from? And you can say Wakanda. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll fit right in, nigga. All we gotta do is paint some of that shit on her face or whatever. The River Tribe will not challenge to. Remember that nigga had that big ass shit in his lip? You know what I'm saying? A part of the River Tribe. Will not challenge today. He the one with dude didn't wanna where that nigga T'Challa wasn't trying to talk about what's his name? Ask Killmonger his name. You know what I'm saying? And that was the one with the big ass thing in his mouth. The tribe that Mrs. Netta gonna be a part of, the River Tribe. Like Ngumbani. Ngumbani. Why Miss Netta never exactly, yo? She's supposed to be the queen of consciousness. Why she ain't never here? Baldy Locks is in the building. What's up, Mrs. Netta? Yo, this is crazy, G. I love this shit, man. YouTube, man. My last year on YouTube, man. Shame TV Uncut. It's gonna be our last year on YouTube. We done after this shit. We done, man. Sonetta done crossed the line. I don't know. I wanted to stay where the line wasn't crossed, you know, but no, Frank wants to cross lines. He wants to talk shit about people's family. Now I got plenty of shit to talk. I got plenty of shit to talk about this nigga holding on to them last strings in her fucking head. Just looking pathetic. Did you see the one humping the refrigerator? God damn, nigga. That one humping the refrigerator and kept pulling her shirt down every 10 seconds. Like, it's your fucking... Everybody knows what's under that shirt. You know what I'm saying? Stop in them pants, nigga. Stop pulling the shirt down, nigga, like it's covering that shit. Everybody see that big ass fucking stomach humping that goddamn refrigerator. That nigga was in love with the fridge so much she was fucking it. This nigga was fucking the refrigerator. Oh my goodness, man. All this taking place with all kinds of cups of liquor and shit on the table at the House of Consciousness, man. Right at the House of Consciousness. Now, ain't nobody gonna threaten to harm. I definitely ain't gonna threaten to harm none of that shit. Especially that big one that was humping the refrigerator, who was trying to fuck the refrigerator. That big ass nigga. Who the fuck could harm her? You know what I'm saying? You need a goddamn elephant cock just to mess with her. Just to get through the layers. And I don't mind a big girl, but not that big, nigga. Not fucking monstrous. Not a goddamn whale, nigga. The fuck? Just like she was pregnant with like 6-year-old twins. Pregnant with 6-year-olds. Yeah, we don't need to do that. We ain't gonna do that over here. We just gonna keep crossing the line as he crossing it. I ain't gonna go too far, like I said. I just can't show his kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, because I'm just not gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Even if he did show mine, I wouldn't do that. I still wouldn't show his child. You know what I'm saying? I might just show her chin. I'm joking. I'm joking. And that is a straight joke, yo. Oh, man. Shame TV East watch, man. It's 7:40, man. I got to get ready to go to my sister's house. My little sister and her daughter are having a cook-off to see who... They got 30 minutes to make some sort of dessert and see who's tastes the best or some shit like that. But before we go, if your status is corrected, should you still be scared to drive around your neighborhood? Scared of the police in your neighborhood? Should you still be scared of that? Root words. We asking you today. Root says that his status is corrected, yet he is afraid to drive around his neighborhood in fear that the police, who already know him to be a jackass and a weirdo, will continue messing with him. Now, we only bring this up because Root was saying in like a na type of voice that his status is corrected, and you know he's gonna show me, and I don't know what I'm talking about, though I've been through it and knows that, nigga, you showing me your status corrected, it has nothing to do with that judge who says mental health evaluation and sends you off to a fucking medical facility for 2 months, or the other one who says put him in the hole and your ass go in, or contempt of court. And you know that contempt of court, there's no time limit. That shit's over when the judge says it is. So if a judge dies while you're being held in contempt of court, if a judge dies, you're gonna have to fucking file a whole injunction in the whole 9 yards, because there's no way, no one can let you out. No other judge could just let you out. That judge has to let you out. So when all these things start happening to your bullshit ass, that's what I want to see. Exactly, but that's why I say without this nigga, man, like, it's not a game. And that's why I get mad when niggas like him and people like him talk about this shit in a manner as though it's a game. And it's not a game. Like, he gets mad because I fuck with Dark Man Next, and the way Dark Man talks about it, I can tell that Dark Man has actually invested time of his life to try to understand this shit. Versus a fucking idiot like him who just comes out and runs his mouth. You can tell he just learned what he learned last week. Like, he's watching these videos and then he's coming out and then he's acting like he knows what he's talking about. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just him, it's a lot of these niggas that's doing that shit. Like, what's the brother who taught Pharaoh? The brother who calls himself, goes by Hebrew Israelite title. The one who supposedly gave Pharaoh his status correction and shit. The same thing, dog. Like, I don't have nothing personally against these brothers. And I damn sure don't have no real animosity or hatred or none of that shit. What I'm saying to you brothers is this, dog. If you actually done this shit, first off, you should have horror stories. No, there's nobody who's doing this who should not have a horror story, because you know that the shit does not work the way that it's supposed to work. Like, meaning you file an injunction, you file a claim against the judge and put a lien on him and put a lien. Like, come on, you do all of that. These people still are not just bending to your will. Exactly. How you sovereign and you scared of the cops? How you sovereign and you scared of the cops, yo? That shit is oxymoronic all the day long, yo. You're a sovereign. You told us your status is now corrected. You didn't say you were in the process of correcting your status. You said your status was corrected. That goes for anybody who claims that their status is corrected. If your status is corrected, we'd like to see verifiable evidence of you walking around as though these laws do not apply to you in all facets of your life. Because if you're going to take it real and be real about it, then take it seriously and be real about it. But don't be rude. Don't be a fucking idiot. Don't be walking around looking at buildings saying that that's a mound. This a mound right here. This a mound right here. Now he's got some ancient map. Like, where are you finding this shit that no one else is finding this shit, yo? Where are you getting this shit from, dog? Niggas could be killing me with this shit, yo. Niggas always got some secret information or some unknown shit. Wait, man, and then I come to find out, I go on your page, Root, and look at your subscriptions, and you getting all this shit from some European man who's talking about the Anunnaki and shit. That's where you getting it from. I don't know. Can you? I hope that's really not Israel doctrine, because I'll switch screens right now and go straight live to the Dizzy Cochran show. You don't get the real me over here. You almost like Roosevelt, nigga. Fuck out. Don't get mad because the little shit wearing off and your what you call it, your stream views is starting to go back to 21. Watching. He was riding high for a little while, though. I was happy for that nigga. I was like, there you go. There go 13 years of investment, boy. And Izzy finally got 100 people in the chat. After 13 years. Oh, shit. What happened to that boy? I don't know, nigga, but I know that you don't know and that you don't really give a fuck. But it is what it is, man. I'll let him do it, man. He said he being threatened. He probably is, yo. Like, if Israel Doctrine still talking that shit that he talking, I'm pretty sure somebody threatening that nigga. I ain't even gonna front, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like, he probably not lying about that shit. Niggas is probably really fucking doing that shit. Says 7 subs per year. Yo, that nigga Israel Doctrine, yo. He embodies weirdos and junkies. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, dudes like him on YouTube, they embody weirdos and junkies, man. Like there's no reason for them to be up here except that they think that it's a way to get rich, yo. Like it's a way for them to blow up and become something. You know what I'm saying? And I keep telling them niggas, man, this shit is not gonna happen like that, yo. Like it ain't that real, yo. Like YouTube ain't real like that. Like you could take it seriously like that, but at the end of the day, man, that's just you taking it seriously like that. It's still not real. When you ask, I did this shit the other day, yo, with Young Pharaoh, yo. Like last month, I think it was, when I went around, when he said he did more for the black community in the last 20 years. And I was just asking random people, have they even heard of him? And nobody even heard of this nigga. Okay, nobody even heard of this nigga. So it's like, when these people, to us on YouTube in our conscious little community or African-American community or indigenous communities or whatever black people come together, you know what I'm saying, brothers and sisters come together, you heard of him, but in the grand scope of the world, nobody knows who the fuck Young Pharaoh is. You know what I'm saying? Nobody knows who the fuck Young Pharaoh is. Nobody knows who the fuck Sonetta is. Nobody even knows who the fuck Tony Browder and them niggas are. Random people don't just know them. It's just a fact of life, yo. That's a matter of fact. So that's why I say you get niggas like Israel or Kev Gills. Nobody know you, nigga, for real, in real life. Like, come on, motherfuckers don't be what as many people who watch YouTube, there's triple that amount who don't. For as many people who watch YouTube, there's the same amount or more who don't. It's the same thing about TV. Like, yo, some people know every show that's on TV. When a show is on TV or a new show come out, you have to explain that to me and take me where the show is, because I don't watch TV like that, dog. So I never see that shit. I will never know it existed. Because why? Just as much people who actually watch television, there's people like me who don't fucking watch television. So I have no idea that this shit is going on, G. That's how it is. That's how it is. So nobody knows these fucking people, man. Nobody knows who the fuck Root is, man, ever. Nobody will ever know who Root is. Root's views and subscriptions come purely from Conscious Community Convo and Shane TV, Derek Jones Talks Live, and all my channels, G. That's where that shit comes from. That's where all of that all his views come directly from those two pages, because without those two pages, nobody would ever heard of Root. Now you got people who hate on me and who hate on Triple C's page who try to basically link up with Root now, but they're not really linking up with Root. They only doing that shit because they see that he doesn't like us, so they go and give him whatever little minor support that they can, just because, you know what I mean, he talks about us in a negative way, and that's all they want to hear. But once they listen to him, hear him, listen to that nigga talk for a couple seconds, all that shit goes right out of the window, because Root is the most idiotic fucking human being walking around. And it's easy to get that nigga off topic. Like, him to get off topic is nothing at all, yo. It don't take much at all. All you gotta do is go to his chat and say two things that he don't like, and he's gonna be right off the chat. What up, Boogie? Cause Sonetta's wife got a family of hair left. Them two strings. She got a family of hair left. That rat stash. As soon as Root gets rid of his mustache, I'll get a mustache again, but not a minute sooner. As long as he has a mustache, I will never, and I mean never, have a mustache the rest of my life. Yo, that nigga, her hair was scrambling, yo. Like, that shit was holding on for dear life. It looked like the person who put it in ought to be ashamed of themselves. Whoever put her hair in and was putting them twists and shit in her hair, you ought to be a goddamn shame of yourself. Because you should have came to her and told her, look, hun, like this is just not gonna work, hun. And you look horrible. I don't know who's telling you the opposite, but you look horrible. Don't do this to yourself. As Nas said, don't body yourself. You know what I'm saying, Miss Netta? Don't body yourself. You leaving this open, and now Frank gonna be embarrassed, and now he gonna run out in the street and do something weird again with you know who, his secretary, who's compatible with him. You know what I'm saying? Is it true she has a life-threatening disease? What up, Twice? I have no idea if that bald-headed bitch got a life-threatening disease or not. But I know right now, nigga, everybody walking around here got life-threatening diseases. You just don't even know it. So we all ticking time bombs. We've been eating GMO foods for 20 years. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know what her particular ailment is. I do know that her husband is a piece of shit who crosses lines all the time, from my family to Old God family when they was just making videos about him, to everybody who's ever said anything about the bullshit that he's done and that he's even admitted to. So now you know that the people that he was pulling up family members, we weren't lying on him. He was just denying the shit. He was just denying it. So he was really guilty of all the things that people were accusing him of. But instead of accepting his guilt and being real with the people, no, he decided to pull old God's wife up and call her a fat-ass Puerto Rican bitch, and with all the stupid shit that he was saying. Then he pulls up, him and Michael Edwards pull up that big-ass white girl that Kev Gills messed with. Not his baby mother, not the Spanish chick, but the big white one. You know what I'm saying? The other baby mother. You know what I'm saying? Pulling her up and all that shit like that. And then he goes to my page and pulls up my sister's rap songs and all that, like, just stupid, man. Like, just always fucking with somebody's family. That's some shit that didn't have nothing to do with fucking YouTube. So now you about to feel the pressure, nigga. Now we about to fuck with Baldy Dread. Everywhere we go, we gonna be like, why don't she just cut her hair off and go full Wakandan? Why she always gotta keep holding on to that look? She's supposed to be conscious. Why she can't be full Wakandan? Mayake. She could be of the River Tribe. Cut that hair off, nigga. And we'll call her as a Kiwi of the River Tribe. And now we hearing rumors again are resurfacing about you and Cynthia being on Section 8. So now you out here buying Gators and Benzes and shit with why motherfuckers is basically literally paying your rent. Nigga, you could pay your own rent. But this is what we go through, man, this conscious community, man. Weirdos and junkies, man. This has been your Sunday Sundown stream. My phone is on 8%, y'all. I'm going to hang out a couple more minutes until it goes down to, like, below that. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut the stream. Shit is crazy, man. But where's the line? Because I thought that there was a line. But as you can see by the thumbnail, apparently there is no line. So I don't know where to stop. You know what I'm saying? Like Michael Edwards. I want to put this video out of this porn star having sex who looks exactly like your wife with the tattoos and everything. I want to show this. But I'm thinking, is there a line? Is there a line that we cross or don't cross? Because there's a woman who looks awfully a lot like your wife, same hairstyle, same complexion, same titties, same everything, big old boobies and everything, nigga. And I'm just saying, bro, I want to put this out, but is there a line? You see what I'm saying, y'all? Is there a line that shouldn't be crossed? Or have we crossed it and we just going full ham on each other? Or should I pull back? Because I want to pull back. I want to pull back. I want to pull back, Boogie. I really do. But I'll let y'all be the judge. Because if I'm wrong, then I'll just be like, oh, it's not Mrs. Edwards. It just looks awfully lot like her. I want to pull back, man. Yo, what are you talking about? Get your gay ass out of here, man. Dude, Sarnetta made one video about your... Shut up, man. He made one video about the wrong motherfucker, you stupid bastard. And you better not let me find out who you are, or I'm gonna make a video about your wife. Fuck ass nigga. Fuck out of here. Who could, and y'all see that, yo? Who defends Sarnetta? Like, who would defend Sarnetta in anything that he does? Where do you get the gall to defend that nigga? When has Sarnetta made amends for the shit he's done to people? Yeah, baldy dreads do matter. Shane TV East Watch, man. Root, we still waiting for you to get your car back, bitch, because you said your status was corrected. It probably is, Triple C. He won't admit it, though. He want to apologize because Cynthia probably telling him, I'm tired of that motherfucker. Something. Sarnetta, when she started talking shit to you like that, just smack her in the back of the clean part of her head so it can make a sound, a noise like, pow. Mrs. Netta, we want you, the community demands that you go. Exactly. That's all it takes. That's all it takes is one hit. Nigga, you gonna get these horns. Told you, bitch. I told you long time ago, dog. Don't play with me like that. You can't play with me like you play with everybody else on YouTube, because I'm not these niggas. I'm not them, dog. If you go there, I will go there with you. And I'm guaranteeing you, dog, I could go there better than you. I know I can go there better than you, because the reason that you're going there is because you can't compete with me mentally and verbally. So you must go there because you can't compete with me mentally and verbally. That's a fact. You cannot compete with me mentally and verbally. So you must go to the shits. And I asked you, don't do those things, because it's going to cause me to drag the shit out of people who had nothing to do with this. Like I said, I'm still being gracious, G. I'm still being gracious right now, dog, by not doing more. By not doing more, dog. I could do way more to you. Though my sister laughed it off, and the type of person Mondo is, she's equipped to handle bullshit like that. The fact of the matter is, still remains that you did it, and I don't appreciate that. And the fact that you got to that video, them videos, which is literally 10 years old. Them videos are 9 and 10 years old. That was a decade ago. That means you were scrolling through hours and tons of my family's fucking personal photos to get to that shit. So you say to me, he made one video? Nah, he made one video too many. Shame TV East Watch. Yo, everybody who came through and gave me love, I fucking love you back, yo. That's how it's gonna be, man. That's how it's gonna be, yo. Shame TV East Watch, man. Yo, I love y'all to death. We'll be doing this again tomorrow. We'll be going back in on the Charlemagne stuff. We'll be going back in on the SOS stuff, real tough. And Hassan Campbell, before I go, Hassan, I don't mean you any disrespect, man. I really don't, man. I'm saying this to you right now. But we need you to answer some questions. That's all. You know what I'm saying? Because we want to know, how long did it take for you to get over Bam being an animal in the bedroom till it was something that you just put up with? Shame TV East Watch. Root, you are not a Moor, and you're dirty, and all them videos that you make of hills and shits, they're not mounds. Peace.